Hi, I'm Felicia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, and I hope that everyone out there is having a beautiful, amazing day. I'm on my way to go to a church group class. It's like a lesson. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. It's a motherhood group where we're going to talk about the challenges of navigating through motherhood, and I certainly have my challenges with my kiddo and my baby on the way here. So I hope that I'm going to meet some cool moms, maybe make some friends while I'm there. That's my goal anyway. And my little one's gonna get to play with some other children her age, so it's kind of a win-win. I hope it all goes well. I'll let you know in just a moment. I love this hand salve, Burt's Bees. It smells so nice, and it's a little greasy, but I kind of like that. I like a nice thick moisturizer. It feels really nice on my hands. Ooh, right as I was getting into the car and kind of shifting into my seat, that ligament pain, man, that really got me. I was like, ow, my gosh, thank goodness I'm going to see the MFM doctor today. Just, it gives me reassurance, like, to know everything's okay with the baby. As okay as they can be anyway. It wasn't that bad with my daughter. I thought it'd be easier with my second pregnancy because everything was stretched out already. But no, it's been hard with him. Anyway, I gotta go to my class. I just got back from the church group. You can see I have my name tag still on. I should probably take that off. My daughter's playing with some loose change right now. So the motherhood group that I attended this morning at my church went pretty well, I think. For my daughter, I think she had fun, but she was with other kids her age, and she had a buddy assigned to her to see if she needed any, extra help. And I asked when I picked her up, like, how she had done, and she said she did have some sensory issues. She got a little overstimulated when they were doing their worship. She said she was running around a lot, and then there were times she would throw things, and that is something we have been working on for a while now. Sometimes when she gets a little upset or overstimulated, she'll throw her toys or, things, and it's not like at anybody, it's just usually to the ground, but she does kind of go on little rampages sometimes when she's upset. She did have a wet diaper when I picked her up too, so I kind of think maybe she was a little uncomfortable because of that. And she's not able to communicate and tell people when she has pottied or has to potty, and so that's kind of a challenge, so I don't blame them for not knowing that. I'm hopeful that as we continue to go, she'll get a little bit more comfortable and understand the routine and the rhythm of it, and not spaz out when they have their worship. They did say that my daughter had a lot of fun playing on the playscape though, and I'm sure she did. They have this enormous indoor playground, and she got to play on it and, go through the tubes and down the slide. I think there's a slide. Anyway, she had a good time all in all. I had a nice time during the motherhood group too. I met a lot of people, a lot of very friendly faces, and everyone was introducing themselves to me. And they all were asking me, the same kind of questions. So I felt like I was repeating myself a lot. Hi, I'm Felicia. I just moved here from Oregon. Why did you move here? My husband got a promotion, and when's the baby due? It was like a lot of like repeat stuff. And I did tell several people that my children have special needs, and that was one of the main attractions that I had in choosing this church, was because of their special needs ministry. And so I got to meet some pretty cool looking moms. They had adorable babies, a lot of them did, and the table that I was sitting at too had a lot of really very lovely, nice people. They're adding me to their text group, and so I think this will be a good chance for me to meet some mamas and hopefully make some friends. The kind of topic of the class today was how to cultivate sibling relationships, and so that doesn't quite apply to me yet. I have just the only child at this moment, and I'm pregnant with number 2. But it is something, that's helpful to think ahead about. And I know once the baby's here, I have my concerns about the peace in the home. Like, how's that going to affect my daughter with her sensory things if the baby's crying and fussing? And so, yeah, it was helpful, but not something I'm prepared to implement quite yet, because I only have one child at the moment. But we did touch upon other things, the importance of, practicing and exercising, like modeling the behavior and everything that you want to see in your children. It's nice. It was a nice class. I think I'm gonna obviously keep going. I'm excited to keep going, and they do it throughout the year too. They have essentially like semesters. This is the first one of the year. Yeah, I'll keep it up. I'm finally going to go meet with my maternal fetal medicine doctor here in Texas. I'm really hopeful that they are going to be able to just pick up my case, because I'm over 30 weeks now, so it's really getting down to the wire. It wasn't my plan to move, in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy. This is just how it all happened, and we are blessed for this move, but that has been the most stressful part for sure, is the continuity of my prenatal care. So I just really hope that they are knowledgeable, professional, equipped, all of those amazing things that you need in an MFM doctor. And so I hope this goes well. Well, I just got to the hospital where my MFM doctor is, and parking is a little tricky here. I had to go all the way up to the 4th floor of the parking structure, which is very large, by the way, before I found a single parking spot that was open. Yeah, parking was a little hard. So anyway, I'm here now. I'm gonna go see the doctor. I will let you know how it goes. Oh my goodness. Well, here I am back in the car several hours later. I did not expect that to take nearly as long as it did. I had a sonogram. I met with the MFM doctor, and unfortunately, it is not good news. I think with Trisomy 21, there's never really good news, but there can be reassuring news. And so that's what I was optimistic for. But that wasn't the case. They did find something new wrong with my baby, as if there wasn't enough. I had enough things to worry about, but now he has something called Hydrops, and basically it's fluid accumulation. And we knew early on in the pregnancy that he had some nuchal translucency, which is fluid buildup at the back of his neck, but later scans showed that that had been resolved and it wasn't an issue. So it's most likely related to heart failure. He has a moderate to large hole in his heart, and sometimes hydrops can be associated with having trisomy 21, but it can also be associated with heart failure. So my inclination is to believe that it's probably from heart failure. He has fluid in his lungs, as well as between his skull and the skin. So he has edema, swelling, basically, and it's not the news I wanted to hear. It's associated with a 60% mortality. So there's a very good chance that he will not survive. And so I don't know how I'm going to tell my husband. He wasn't with me to this appointment. That's going to be the hardest thing, is telling him. we've been really optimistic about everything, and so bad news is going to be really hard to take. I'm prepared for the challenges and everything. I thought since I've made it so far in my pregnancy that I didn't need to worry. And so having this news delivered to me was pretty upsetting. I of course held it together. I wanted to get all of the information so I could kind of process it logically, and now I think the emotions are about to set in. There is a procedure I could have done. So they're going to call me tomorrow. They're going to have one of their more senior people look at it and look at the images that we had done today, and let me know if they think I'm a candidate for it. I think what they mean by that is it severe enough to do this procedure? Basically, like the amniocentesis test that I had done, they would insert a needle into my abdomen, into my uterus, guided by ultrasound, and remove the fluid from his lungs. They would withdraw the fluid from his lungs, basically, and that could give his lungs the chance to develop. But yeah, Hydrops. It's pretty upsetting news. I did not think this was how the video would go today. Anyway, it's getting really late. It's already dark outside. So I'm gonna go home and figure out how to break the news to my husband. And I will be back next week to the MFM to have more scans. They want to see me every week to monitor its progression and see if the Hydrops get worse. Sometimes they get better. But I'll also need, I have an urgent referral for the fetal echocardiogram. I'm due to have another fetal echo, and so yeah, I think my case here just became a little more complicated. So I don't really know what to say. The doctor just kept apologizing to me, saying, I'm so sorry I have to give you this news, and like, it's okay. Whatever happens, it's gonna be okay. So, anyway, I hate to end the video on a sad note. Sorry, I don't even know why I laugh. Sometimes I laugh as like a reflex to cope, but yeah, sorry that this was kind of a bummer. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow to make another video, and for now, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.